What is going on, beautiful people? My name is Betsam, and you may have noticed I'm not Adam. Adam MMA has asked me to step in and do a PFL World Tournament breakdown for the semifinals headlined by Jackson versus Gene. Adam's busy doing real life stuff. Don't ask me, but I'm stepping in on short notice here to save the people of We Want Picks and I guess step in and be the regional rain man for the day. You know, we're going to bust in. We're only going to do the main card because honestly, I started watching some tape of some of the people that were on the lower end of the card, shall we say, and it was looking like a very volatile space to be predicting, especially for me telling you where to put your money. So we're going to do the main card. I hope you forgive me for that. And we've developed a little bit of a system here. It's scuffed, but we're going to run with it. So bear with me. Starting off, we have Movlid Khaybulaev taking on Kyun. Now, Movlid Khaybulaev is a powerhouse featherweight whose background in freestyle wrestling and combat sambo honed under the schooling and tutorage of Abdulmanap and Khabib Nurmagomedov. It drives his dominant grappling and clinch control. He has also developed elite striking to match, capable of dynamic moments like flying knees and body-crushing elbows that shift the fight in his favor. In the current 2025 PFL season, Khaybulaev edged out a win over Jeremy Kennedy, via split decision after weathering early adversity, landing a pivotal second-round clean shot and grinding out the win, improving to 22-0 and locking in a semi-final spot. Now he takes on Kyun, from South Korea. His nickname is Ares, which for those of you who do not know is the god of war. Now, he is a dynamic featherweight known for his aggressive, well-rounded style. He has both submissions and finishing power. He stands at 5'11", so he's one of the taller boys in the division. He has solid wrestling, defense, and heavy striking. In the 2025 PFL season, Kim made a statement by submitting Nathan Kelly with a rear naked choke seconds before the end of round one. Now, that moved him to 11-1 and punched his ticket to the semifinals. His grappling transitions and finishing instincts have quickly made him a rising threat in this featherweight tournament. Now, listen, guys, the way I see this fight is it should be Movlid all day. He's got a beard with no mustache. He trains at Khabib's gyms. What is not to love? However, the size and finishing capability of Kyun does leave the price at minus 400 on the Khaybulaev side here, seeming a smidge wide. So while he is the pick, I'm unsure if I would see myself getting to the betting window on him. So I'm going to be taking Khaybulaev there, but we're going to move on to the Logan Storley fight here, which is Logan Storley taking on Msiyaki Kikuri. And if I'm butchering the name here, it is what it is. This is a welterweight bout here, and Logan Storley, known as Storm, is a pressure-heavy welterweight, who is wrestling is relentless. He has elite ground and pound, built on a 4-time NCAA Division I All-American career. The dude is a wrestler through and through. His fighting style complemented, however, with his growing striking arsenal. His durability and cardio allow him to grind out opponents and control every facet of the fight. In the 2025 PFL season, Storley opened with a unanimous decision victory over Joseph Luciano, riding his wrestling dominance to a semifinal spot where he takes on Msiyaki Kikuri. Now, Msiyaki Kikuri, before we begin here, he's from Japan. He's 6 feet tall, and he's taking on a wrestler in Logan Storley. So take all that into account when I say this next segment here. But, he's a well-rounded welterweight who blends technical striking. He has decent takedown ability, a smothering pace, and is a former Pancrase welterweight champion. He utilizes fast, precise low kicks and powerful body shots to break down his opponents before swarming them. He can also work with top control and pressure. He began his campaign here with a second-round TKO of Giannis Bakar. But Giannis Bakar is kind of like a leftover of a fighter. He couldn't make it in the Ultimate Fighter. He's come over here to PFL. He's not having success here as well. So that win doesn't really age well with me. But, as far as Kikuri goes, his combination of fight-ending power and relentless forward pressure has positioned him as a rising contender in the welterweight bracket. And in this matchup here, I am going to be taking Logan Storley based off his historical durability and having gained victories over more established competition with the promotion. However, being priced at minus 550, it does seem a little steep, but he should get the job done by pushing forward, being durable, and racking up top control over a Japanese prospect. I don't believe that the Japan wrestling is going to be able to keep up with the American wrestling. So give me Logan Storley to get that one done. We're going to move on to the next fight. And personally, actually, my most excited matchup here. We have Jesus Beneda taking on Gabriel Braga. And this is Jesus Beneda versus Gabriel Braga. Not one, not two, but three. That is right, boys. We have a trilogy on our hands. Jesus Beneda, known as El Mudo, is a well-rounded featherweight whose combination of heavy-hitting striking and slick submissions make him a formidable finisher. Standing 5 feet 11 inches tall with a 74-inch reach, he pressures his opponents with powerful punches and will also chase submissions. After capturing the 2023 PFL Welterweight Championship via knockout, Beneda opened the 2025 tournament with a first-round TKO over Adam Boric. Improving to 24-6-1, he's now set for a high-stakes semifinal trilogy rematch with Gabriel Braga on June 12th in Nashville, entering on a 4-fight finishing streak and hungry for another kill. Now, Gabriel Braga, on the other side, is a technical featherweight striker who has sharp stand-up, highlighted with fast, powerful punches and precise low kicks. He blends solid takedown defense and strong top pressure. And when the fights hit the mat, he can really get on top of people and sort of cement a position. However, getting it there is not his strong suit. He is a former PFL finalist in 2023. Braga has since secured back-to-back stoppages in 2024 and kicked off the 2025 season with a first-round submission win over Fred Dupras. Now he's riding momentum into the semis. He heads into this trilogy rematch with Jesus Beneda in peak form and fighting with championship intent. Now, Gabriel Braga, there's nothing not to like here, but in this matchup specifically, I am in love with Jesus Beneda. He will build on the first two matchups, having gone in the first fight to decision. In the second fight, he went out there. He was clearly surging, and in the third was able to find a finish. I expect him to fight this fight with full confidence and the understanding that not only can he win, but he is the only opponent to have finished Gabriel Braga. So at minus 250, I like the price. I would happily lay money here on Jesus Beneda against Gabriel Braga to make it 3-0 in the series. Now, in the main event, we have Jason Jackson taking on Thad Jean. And this is a pretty good fight, man. Jason Jackson, nicknamed the ass-kicking machine. The nickname could use some work here. He is a powerful welterweight known for his well-rounded skill set. He's 6 feet 1 inches tall with a 79-inch reach. He's a long boy. He uses jabs, heavy body kicks to set up finishes. He defeated opponents like when he TKO'd Ray Cooper III with strikes at PFL vs. Bellator, and then submitted Andrei Koreshkov in round 2 of the 2025 PFL season opener. A former Bellator welterweight champion, he still remains a force in the 2025 PFL campaign. His ability to shift between striking and grappling makes him a leading contender in this tournament. And on the Thad Jean side, he is a explosive, undefeated welterweight, 9-0. His aggressive striking and rapid-fire knockouts define his style, backed by a powerful 76-inch reach with heavy hands on both sides. He is a PFL Challenger Series standout. He burst onto the World Tournament scene with a first-round TKO of Makhmud Bekirmarov. He then headlined the welterweight semifinals against Jason Jackson. His mix of speed, his precision, and finishing instincts make him a dark horse in this division. And I'm taking him. I'm taking the underdog here. I believe this kid that has a knack for finding a finish. 3 out of his last 5 fights have come by finish. And if he can keep it in the stand-up division here, I think that he's going to be able to find Jackson's chin and follow it up to get a stoppage as a plus 200 underdog. The cautionary tale that I will give you guys on that is that if Jason Jackson gets in on top control here, he has shown that he can rack up control here. He could also find a submission. So there is danger here, but I do like the price here that I'm seeing on Thad Jean. And so that is going to be, the fast, rapid-fire breakdown for PFL this weekend. And listen, guys, if you want to roast Adam in the comments for not showing up, let me know. And if you want to sign up to We Want Picks, you can sign up to We Want Picks using the link in the description here, wewantpicks.com/betsam for all bets, round line leans, and many other tools. Don't forget to use code BETSAM for 10% off of all of your memberships. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.